Okay, so it's been a while since I've done one of these updates, but since I have an NMRA evaluation on Wednesday this week, I actually took some time to clean up the layout. So let's show what my updates are. So we shall start in Rook Yard. As you can see, I have moved the Fractech tanks. I've also installed a fueling rack. While the real Rook Yard does not have such facilities, rule number one in mall railroading: it's my world. I'll put in what I want. Yes, I still need to put up some more masonite board to cover the cinder block wall. And I need to drill through the wall to be able to access the other side of this room and use some more of the staging track area. That's a project for another week. Got some more ballast done in the yard. I believe from measurements, I have well over 50 feet of ballasted rail. I've also worked on redoing some of my switches and replaced them with hand-built Picos. Or not Picos, hand-built fast tracks. See Rook Yard office. I installed one of the overhead lights up there. And before anyone asks, yes, that is one of the Broadway Limited GP35s in the what I've nicknamed as the lawsuit locomotives. I really don't want to get into that. Anyway, we'll keep moving down. Hawthorne Street in the background, my version of it. See more of my hand-built fast track turnouts. Turnbull Road, I believe, at the end of Rook Yard. And of course, the Port Authority Transit. I am not referring to them as Pittsburgh Regional Transit since I modeled the 2010s. Anyway, they're having incidents again. Oh well, this is also new. Put a whole bunch of turnout ground throws for my switch machines underneath. The unloading facilities in Rook Yard. The highway overpass by what road? Or by Longview. The Lowe's will be right in that space up there, or at least a low relief structure version of it. Bridge is still not in its final spot, so yeah, don't point out the flaws there. See Mifflin Branch in the background. And due to constraints, I actually had to merge Longview and the other spot on the railroad where the Montour crossed over. Longview and CP Sheets. And there's a reason for it to be called CP Sheets. It's actually one of my 3D designs that I did in, I forget what 3D modeling program I use. While it's not perfect, it does represent what is there. Spoonwood Brewery, in my world, is still represented or is served by the Wheeling and Lake Erie. They get a couple cars a week. of glass material for the bottles and occasionally paper for their labels on the bottles. Now we start up the grade into the Willis Road crossing area. Little Easter egg there, if anyone can guess it. I forget what road that is. It might be Stilly Street. One of the many crossings on Wheeling. There we go, that looks better. Let's see the view up in the cut. Oh dear. Can't go rail fanning in the cut right now. It's got a mama bear and her little cubs. What is that, you ask? It's an IR sensor for... Let's leave the car there. And there you go. Looks like there's a rail fan out. Another shot on the crossing lights. Nice shot of Brownsville Road. Ignore the Union switcher. I have that out for part of the evaluation on the NMRA. Which one is that? The electrical certificate. We have more of the throws for the switch machines. Started, and I mean just started on installing the road underpass right outside of Brewston that goes up to the VFW. Put in a representation of the siding there. The road crossing by the former site, or the site of the former Brewston station. Thankfully, in my world, the station still stands. It's more abandoned than serviced, but it still exists. Bruce Duct, which unfortunately I got backwards. This one is supposed to be longer than that one, but my world. Got some scenery done here. And yeah, this is the AVR. This has also been new since the last time I did video. Supposed to be that housing plan up by, I can't remember what road that is, but right outside Brewston, fairly close to the bridge. We'll add that too. There we go. Can't see it well with the lights on, but it's supposed to simulate a burn barrel. It's that wood/cabinet company along whatever road that is. I am planning to put in a representation of 84 lumber here. So unfortunately, at least as of 2025, the real Wheeling does not have as many online industries as I'd care. But hey, once again, rule number one of all railroading, it's my railroad. Another hand-built switch. Still thrown to the siding. Let's fix that. There we go. The bridge outside of the Clairton branch switch. There's the Clairton branch itself. It's very much compressed. And one of the Kodachrome units. Now the real one, that bridge is quite a few miles east of the switch, but I couldn't build the entire branch as much as I wanted to, so I'd compromise leading it back into staging. Got to cut some rock work put in. And the west end of the Gastonville passing siding that was either Norfolk Western or Norfolk Southern took out in the mid-80s. I believe it was the 80s. It was either the late 70s or early 80s. And here's where I start to get away from prototype and do more proto-lancing. As I've said in this video before, there's not too many industries online that are rail served, so I decided to add a couple. This will be the site of another branch of the Atlas Cement Company, and I need quite a few more covered hoppers to service it, but it's a start. Stone Church Road, for anyone familiar with the area. We got a hand-built crossover right here. This will be a branch that leads down to the AVR. Since the way I have Brewston modeled, it would be extremely difficult to put in the actual interchange track there. So I compromised and put the AVR connection further east. This is still floating in midair, because I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to put it in, but I at least have it fleshed out. The east end of the Gastonville passing track. And for those in the area, I'm sure you recognize this bridge. It's the Union Finley Road Bridge. Under there will be Union Finley Road. Somewhere over here, I am hoping to put at least some of Patterson Road in place to give you an idea of the area. Now, long-term goal is to end up putting a helix back in here. You see I have some of the pieces cut. We'll figure that out later on. And we move further towards the workbench. So you have more of the switch machine throws put in place. These are also new. Signal or switch indicator lights will show which direction the switches are set. Red is for diverging, green is for straight. So you can see. I have about 4 of these put in place right now. Oh, 5. I've got 5 put in. I just need to finish wiring up that last one. I got the kit from Evans Design, I believe. Evans Design, one of those. Okay, I'm gonna have to modify that, or rewire that one. There you go. Ignore the trees. That is, I must have bumped them at some point. I also did the weathering on this here. Pretty happy with the subtle weathering on it. So yeah, that's where we're at now. Time for the evaluation. So wish me luck.